Welcome, Tenacious Ones. Welcome to another story time with Tenacity Speaks TV. I am your host, Tenacity Speaks, and it is a pleasure to have you here today. Recently, someone asked me how I do it, and they were asking, how do you keep going? How do you stay so positive and upbeat? How do you stay encouraged? How do you keep that smile coming from the inside out on your face? And I told them the truth that it is by the grace and love and mercy of God that I do any good thing. Nothing good comes from just me and myself, but it is God who enables me and who equips me and who guides me through every challenge that I face. And under the umbrella of God, right, there's some other tools that God has given me that I use. And one of the ones that I'm currently using is transparency, right? The gift of transparency. So I'm going to have some very transparent moments and let you all know that it doesn't always look pretty how I do it. Sometimes I do it with tears streaming down my face. Sometimes I do it frustrated. Sometimes I do it depressed. But the point is that I keep putting one foot in front of the other, showing up for myself and for others. And I keep faith. Even sometimes faith doesn't, you can't just will yourself into having faith sometimes. Sometimes you have to act as if. So I'll take actions that support the assertion that I have faith. Even while I'm still building up faith, even while I'm still asking for God to increase my faith, I will act as if I have all the faith in the world until I get there. Kind of a fake it till you make it, but I don't like to say fake it because there is at least a small portion of faith always. Always. Just like I have faith when I turn the light switch, the lights are going to come on. That's the level of certainty and confidence that I carry around with me, even for things that I am anxious about. Right? Like, guys know I share with you that I am housing insecure and I am currently homeless. And I have a great deal of anxiety about when and where my next permanent home will be. And days can go by where there doesn't seem to be any progress or any movement in my situation, and it is easy to get discouraged. It is easy to get frustrated. And the thing is it's not that I don't feel these things. Of course I do. But I act as if it's already worked out. And so I take the next action and the next step that I can. I can't just by osmosis, poof, now I have a home, but I can begin to prepare for my home. Even though it hasn't materialized yet, I can prepare for it now. And so that's the type of faith that I act out what it is that I want to see. Doing the next right thing that's in front of me oftentimes is that acting as if it's already done type of faith that I have, and it's a gift given to me. It's not anything that I've done beyond putting one step in front of the other. It is a gift and a tool that God has given me. And another tool that God has given me that I'm currently using right now is getting out of myself. I turn this camera on for me, but I also turn my camera on for the person that is going to find this video. They may need some strength. They may need some encouragement. And by doing so, by being vulnerable and using that gift of transparency, it allows me to be available should there be even just one person who today needs to know that they can put one foot in front of the other too. And serving a purpose that's greater than myself is extremely important to me. It motivates me. It propels me forward. It gives me hope and encouragement. And so I just keep doing it. I keep showing up for myself, as I've talked about in a previous video. And this is a way of me showing up for me. taking care of me also looks like taking care of you. And I know that that may sound counterintuitive, but for me, it is not. So how do I do it? Another way that I do it is through the help and support that I receive from family and friends. I am on the receiving end of love, and I am loved. And, I can't even imagine what I would do if not for the people that God has placed in my life. And so I lean upon them. I allow them to help me. And I have at times been fiercely independent. So taking help has not come easy for me. Accepting help, rather, has not been easy for me. But at some point, I had to face the facts that we don't get through this life without someone. We all need someone. And it is an act of humility for me to be accepting of help. And it also blesses the other person, the person that's giving the help. It blesses them because they may need something greater than themselves as well. So allowing another to help me benefits both of us. It benefits the person giving the help, and it benefits me receiving the help. So I definitely learned to accept help from others a lot quicker. And that help looks like a variety of things today, different than it used to. Because it used to be that I just was very much not like, I don't want anyone to do anything for me, and I don't want anyone giving me anything. I am the giver. I am so much more comfortable in the role of giver than I am in receiver. But being able to receive opens you up to receive more. And I've learned that if I can't receive from others, then I cannot receive more, period. And so I have to become humble enough and willing enough to allow others to help me, which blesses me and in turn blesses them as well. So that's some of the ways I do it. Tenacious ones, how do you do it? How are you getting through? How are you putting one foot in front of the other? What tools are there at your disposal? I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for tapping in, for hitting the like, the share, and the subscribe. And I can't stress enough how important it is. If this message resonates with you, then it may resonate with someone else. So please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.